I mean, we're disappointed with the loss, obviously, but they were a really good team. The good thing is that we can learn from it. It's our first game. We can only go up from here. And that was a great experience going to the Pac-12 at UCLA. They're a top 4 school, and that's probably going to be the hardest game of the season for us. And we'll just use that videotape and keep moving forward.
Yeah, so what were some of the mistakes that you guys found within your team that you do need to improve for, not this weekend, but the rest of the year?
I think just our toughness, our physical toughness. UCLA were big and they're also physical. So we just had to kind of rise to the occasion when that happens. And I think also just having a good offensive flow, attack, re-attack. We had moments of it, which was really good and it worked out, but then we need to do that more consistently as a team.
Now, what were some players that surprised you in the game against UCLA?
On our team?
Yeah.
Oh, I think Mary Ashley did a great job. She went against those big girls and she was able to score a few points and get some really good drives for us. She was great. I think everyone did their role. Em and McKenna coming off the bench and hitting threes, that's exactly what we want and what we need as a team. So it was just great to see those young ones out there. And what a better way to do it against them four in the country. They came out with no fear, which was the best thing. So.
Yeah, and it'll definitely help prepare you guys not only for the rest of your non-conference games, but for conference games, because obviously the Big Ten's going to be a powerhouse to get through. But next up is Southern University. Game plan going into the game.
Game plan is to play our game, make them play our game. We've had a few rest days and we're ready to go again, but we're playing in Mackey and this is how we play Purdue basketball. We want to play fast, we want to get easy buckets, we want to shoot the three at a high clip. So we're going to make them play our basketball and play our defense. If they're physical, we're just going to have to match that and outmatch that. So yeah, we'll just play our game.
So I remember last year the theme kind of was all season, you guys want to be a 4-quarter team. Mm-hmm. And, obviously it was a tough game against UCLA this past week, but do you kind of feel like you guys are getting more towards that earlier this year than last year?
Yeah, I think so, and I think we'll just be better each game. Those young ones coming in, they have that mentality too. Us older girls telling them that this is our goals, this is what we want. They're so dedicated to it as well. So I think each game, we just want to, every game, even if it's, a 1-point lead or a 50-point lead, we want to play every single minute till, those 40 minutes up.
Now, I haven't been here, so I might be repeating some questions, but looking back at the past years that you have personally had going into this year, you guys have expectations now on your back. So how are you kind of going with those expectations and hopefully you're meeting them?
Yeah, we have expectations, especially us returners, of being leaders and role models for those young girls. Definitely have a scorer's mentality. We've played Big Ten basketball before. It's been a few years now, so we kind of know that physicalness and the craftiness we need. So basically being a scoring threat and putting up those numbers that we need for the team to win.
Perfect.
Second half, during that UCLA game, you had a couple times where it was you, Caitlin, and then the three freshmen. A foul would happen. You kind of brought the three rookies together. What would you kind of say to them to snap them back in?
Oh, well, basically, we just, we'd be constructive. We'd focus on what just happened in the next play. They're young ones, and it was a physical game, and you get riled up. Even myself, you get riled up, but you got to be constructive. Focus on the next play, and also just remind them that we're doing good, we're doing fine. We just got to keep on moving forward. What's happen's happened. We just got to keep playing our way. So yeah.
What's it like though to have such good depth this year, though? Being able, if someone's not on, you have a pretty good bench to go to this year.
Oh yeah, it makes it so much easier just to play freely. You don't have to taper yourself, for minutes in a game, or if you need a score. Your role can change each game, So that's really fun. And you got players that are like Rashonda and myself, and then you got Emma and Caitlin, who they can both shoot the three and they're both posts. So it's really good to have someone that can fill people's shoes, and then also having those young girls who are so full of energy, and then those older girls who are a bit more wiser and a bit more calculated. So it's really fun just to be with each other and having some subs here and there, and yeah.
And then the last one, obviously you're kind of the Energizer bunny, but you've made 27 free throws in a row, and
I missed.
You're 2-2 in the game.
Oh, did I? I didn't. I
No.
made it. Okay. I thought Quincy. Sorry, I missed it.
Quincy doesn't count from stats.
Quincy doesn't count because it's an exhibition.
Yeah.
Thank God.
So 27 in a row. I want to say it's something to the extent of 45 of your last 47 or something. For someone who plays with so much energy on the court, how are you able to kind of soothe yourself down, calm yourself down before you go to the line?
I literally just take a breath. I need to take a breath. Like, a lot of times I go to the free throw line, I've probably fallen on the ground. So that's kind of, that comes, like, I get on the ground, stand up, I'm like, whew, all right, time to sink these things. Like, I didn't just fall to the ground for nothing. I'm going to get 2 points out of this. So I think just taking a breath and just, lacing it, holding that follow through for sure.